Hello there, this is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the LEGO Superman Mech versus Lex Luthor. It is set number 76302, consists of 120 pieces, and is rated ages 6 and up. Now this set retails in the United States for $14.99 and in Canada for $17.99. Now without further ado, let's kick off this review, starting with the box. Taking a look at the box here, you can see Superman facing off against Lex Luthor, firing his kryptonite gun at the Superman mech. You have the Superman logo in the top corner there, and the DC logo at the bottom there, with comics accurate Superman there, which looks pretty nice. You have Superman at the top, and then flipping the set around, you can see Superman outside the mech chasing after Lex Luthor. Kind of looks like Metropolis in the background, sort of, is what they're trying to represent there. And it looks like Lex Luthor is chasing after to get some more kryptonite, I assume, to use for his gun. So that's pretty fun there. Take a look at the manual, and as you can see, we have a rendered image on the front of the manual. Standard for all playsets these days, though, again, in the past, or well, now years ago, it used to just be the box art reprinted on the front of the manual, which I just will always say looked a lot better than what we get today. Doesn't take away anything from the build and experience, just is a pet peeve of mine, as it is a cost-cutting measure for LEGO, while I don't think us as consumers are getting the benefits of those cut costs for LEGO, just it's a way for them to increase profits. Here we have the extra pieces I was left with following the build, and as you can see, you have a couple of Technic rods, some studs for the stud shooter, and some other miscellaneous parts there, also parts that you can add to your collection for free. Taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Superman, and this is a great minifigure. Though it doesn't have any arm or leg printing, I still really like it. He looks really outstanding there overall. He does have some nice back printing on the back, looking pretty nice, and he does have a double-sided face of him shooting the laser eyes. Also could be, evil Superman in a way with the red eyes. But obviously it's mostly to represent his red laser eyes, so that's a lot of fun there to have that as the double-sided face. Our next minifigure is Lex Luthor, and this is an outstanding minifigure. He has awesome printing overall, no arm printing, but does have, torso to belt to leg printing, which looks fantastic, and even some boot printing. Like, this is a great job from LEGO here. He's carrying a kryptonite, which is just, a green crystal. And then he also has, of course, the stud shooter weapon with the studs. So the way it fires off is you just press on the end there, and then it shoots out. And then quite simply loading is you just place the stud back in. So very nice, and I'm sure a fun play feature for kids. And you can get another look at the minifigure. Obviously, he's bald, so no double-sided face print for Lex here. But does have great back printing as well, and this really cool translucent piece for like shoulder armor looks pretty nice, I have to say. Now let's take a look at the Superman mech armor, and overall it is very cool. Again, all these mechs use a lot of the same parts to build the vehicles, so you have these standard locked in pieces here to represent the arms and legs, keeps it locked in place so you have no opposability there. Though you have 360-degree swivel on each of the joints overall, as you can see, so you have some movement there and playability. The back, as you can see, looks like a sort of jetpack or jet propulsion system. Now, you do get a little bit more movement than some other mechs, being able to fully spin 360 degrees. At least when I reviewed the Batman mech, it was sort of blocked by some of the parts, so you couldn't fully 360-degree spin, but this one you can easily spin it. You have the hands that you can, of course, close up to, like, grab Lex. Works okay, though, with all of his stuff, it becomes a little bit harder to lock him in place, but you kind of get the idea. Like, you can sort of maneuver him to stay okay inside. You have this really awesome printed Superman logo piece here, which looks fantastic. Overall, this mech has a lot less play functionalities than other ones, simply because it's Superman, so he's not going to have guns on his mech, of course. And again, mechs are entirely made up by LEGO, just as a play set, so but they're keeping the sort of continuity alive. Like other mechs would have, a weapon of some sort or a gun attached. This one won't because it's just Superman, so he's just gonna beat Lex to a pulp with a giant metal vehicle. You do have space for Superman to sit inside, which you just have to move his hands a little bit just so he can sit, of course. And then I like to put his cape on the outside just so it doesn't get scrunched up. And he looks pretty good overall like that inside the mech. The LEGO Superman mech versus Lex Luthor is a really awesome LEGO mech set. Yeah, the mechs are all the same, but I really like this one in the Superman color scheme. I love the Lex Luthor minifigure, and while I wish we got a slightly more detailed Superman, with maybe just some extra minor leg printing, I still think that's a great minifigure as well. And like at the end of the day, it's a really cheap way to get two really awesome DC characters in a set, and I think that's a good thing for kids to have that ability to get these two, fan favorite characters. Especially with the upcoming Lex Luthor, the upcoming Superman film that releases in the summer. I'm normally a Marvel super fan there, but I am excited to see that movie from James Gunn, so can't wait for that. And I think this is a great set to pseudo pair alongside that film. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the LEGO Superman mech versus Lex Luthor in the comments down below. Have you guys picked up the set or are you planning to? Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.